everybody. And this is Irmi from Yoga with Irmi and Loving and Sustainable Self-Care. I hope you have a wonderful morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Northwest Florida. A super awesome spring day with sunshine and cool temperatures. So it's very beautiful and warming up though in the daytime more. So it's really perfect spring weather here. And today, it's not a very good transition, but today our topic for the class is removing tension from the head. And why I'm saying head is because the head, the skull, think more about the bony part of the head, the skull, holds tension just like, maybe your wrists or your shoulders or the back, the bones, the skeletal structure of the body holds tension easy, however we are maybe distributing our weight or holding tension for all kinds of reasons. Hey, Wendy, is this Wendy? Oh, Janet, hi, good morning, good to see you. Hi, Janet. I'm so glad you did the class. I saw your message. Thank you so much. And so we're going to do a couple of practices and movements to release tension from the head and the eyes. So it's all really connected. Eye tension can come from the forehead, from the temples. It can come from the mind, overthinking things or worrying. So that all creates tension in the head, in the eyes, around the forehead, the temples, in the neck. One of my students told me yesterday I did something for the head and he felt a big relief in his shoulders and neck from doing the head exercises. So that's where we hold tension a lot, in the shoulders and in the neck. So it travels into the neighboring areas, which is the head. And so that's our focus today. And it's 8:30 here, so we will start. Anybody can join in at any time. Good to see you, Janet. And let's start and come onto the mat. And come onto the floor. Maybe you like to sit on a pillow, a blanket, or a yoga block if you have one. And we come into the cross-legged position, into the easy pose, and you can, adjust your seat accordingly to your needs. Maybe you want to stretch the legs out. That's a good option to modify. Or maybe you need a little support on the knees on each side and use a pillow on each side. That is actually really helpful. And that's going to take the pressure off your hips. And you can use a blanket or a block also if you like. So that all helps the seat. And then we rest the arms down, the hands to the knees or the thighs, or you can cradle them. Yes, the body immediately wants to take a nice deep breath here. You can close your eyes if you like. And we take a couple of moments to settle in. And feel the inhale coming in through the nose if your nose is open today. Exhale through the nose. Let's take a couple together. Inhale through the nose. Belly comes out. Let the belly relax forward or help it forward if it doesn't go by itself. And then exhale through the nose. Help the belly towards the spine. Pull and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more together. Inhale. and exhale. And then follow your own breath, follow your own rhythm, and become more and more aware of your breathing, your seat, your glutes, your sit bones maybe, the feet, the legs. Become aware of your arms, shoulders, coming down and away from the ears. And then become aware of your spine that is lengthening upwards towards the skull. Become aware of your head. And maybe you have tension in the head today already, or maybe not. It's whatever is going on right now. It always gives us new opportunities to learn about ourselves, to release pain, and know also how to do it when it happens when we are not in the yoga class. And relax with your breath. The eyes start to relax a little more, the forehead. The tongue can drop to the floor of the mouth, the cheeks. And let's slowly start to bobblehead the head. Just randomly allow the head and the neck to move. Just as if it flows all by itself all over the place. Just to get some movement into the neck. Getting a little bit of the kinks out already. And take a deep breath. Yes, releasing tension already from the neck. And then begin to move the entire torso like this. So go into the bobblehead movement with the entire body, with the entire spine. So it's very playful thing. You can't do anything wrong. Excuse me, just allow the body to sway as it may. And make it feel good. Yes, you notice how the breath deepens because the body wants to release the tension out with the exhales. And then slowly we let the movement reside. And slowly come back to stillness. And take a nice deep breath, yeah. Now let's squeeze the face, the facial muscles. So we squeeze the eyes, the forehead, the cheeks, the mouth. You can open the mouth, you can squeeze it, just as if you want to wake up the face. You can stick the tongue out, roll the cheeks around the mouth, squeeze the eyes, the forehead, just vigorously moving the facial muscles basically. The face also wants to relax. The facial muscles want to stretch. It's part of the tension that we hold in the head. It might look funny, but nobody's really watching us. Well, it's not true. People watch me, but I don't care because I know it's a good thing and I'm okay with looking funny. And then let's just release the face and take a nice deep breath. Yes, notice the deep breath because those muscles hold tension in the face. And now we release some of it. Now we go to the scalp. And I hope you don't have a fancy hairdo that you could mess up here, but just bring your fingers onto the scalp and start to massage the scalp. Start to make little circular motions. Start in the front where the hairline is. So let's begin in the front. It's very relaxing because that's where we hold a lot of tension, is right in front there by the forehead, by the hairline. That is an area in the brain where we worry. That's why usually the hair falls out there first or gets thin. It's in the front because that's the area of the brain where the worry is or happens neurologically. And then just start to move back a little bit and go over the ears. So I start down by the ears and then with the circular small motions come up towards the top. And then just go a little bit further back towards the ears and then move yourself up again. So we start by the hairline, around the head, coming more towards the back. Feels really good. And then go all the way back and up. And then you can, if you're all through, you can start in the front again. Start on the front hairline, rub and circle. And then come down a little bit. Always start on the hairline, come out to the hairline. So I come to the ears again. And then circle up towards the top. And then back down a little bit more to the hairline and all the way up to the top. And some areas might feel really good to massage and you can spend a little bit more time there. And then as we move a little bit further down the hairline towards the back, eventually we come all the way into the back of the neck and then also move up towards the top, so towards the crown. Let's go one more time. Come forward again. We start in the front again by the hairline by the forehead and towards the top of the head. And then back to the hairline and then up into the top of the head. A little bit further towards the ears by the hairline and towards the top. And a little bit further down. Hairline by the ears and move your way up towards the crown, a little bit further down even and towards the hairline. And now we're probably in the back of the neck here by the hairline all the way down, and then move yourself, rub, roll, circle up towards the top, and maybe do the top a little bit more now, the crown of the head. And like I said, there are certain areas that feel more relief than the other. And you can just go there for one more time where it feels really good. Yeah, and that's how you can massage your scalp. And it releases a lot of tension from the muscles and from the scalp, from the bone. And helps circulation. So it stimulates the blood flow in the head, in the scalp, and it starts to release tension out of the head, out of the headaches or migraines. Because it's all about circulation, bringing blood there, so the tension can be released. And let's just take a moment and take a breath. Relax your arms, your hands and shoulders. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. Yes, very good. And we're gonna get up and roll forward. So bring your hands to the floor, roll to the knees. Take the pillows, blankets away now. We curl the toes under and come into the squat or the frog. And we have several options here, so if you can't go all the way down, you want to modify and come up. Feet about hip width apart. I'll show you this a little better. And then the toes slightly out, and if you need to modify, if you can't squat down all the way, forearms rest on the thighs like so. So that's your frog, which is a perfectly good way to modify. Or you can come onto the balls of your feet, or you can come onto the flats of your feet. So we have three options here, and I'm pretty sure one of them will work, usually works. Okay, wherever you are, on the inhale we lift the chin a little bit, and then exhale, forward bend. Send the hips up and drop the torso, bend your knees, soften the knees. Inhale, come into your frog. Pick one of the three poses that I showed, and exhale, forward bend. Inhale, frog, and exhale, forward bend. Inhale, frog. So now we loosen the entire body, legs, spine. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, frog. Nice deep breath in, yes. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, frog. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, frog. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, frog. And exhale, forward bend. Now bring the feet parallel to each other, mountain pose, and fold into the forward bend. Let's wiggle the head a little bit, let the blood flow into the head now. Nice deep breath. Next inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up. Hands touch above, slide back, bend in the beginning, and exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch back, bend. Exhale, forward bend. And come into a squat if you can, or stay in your forward bend. Inhale, we lift the chin. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, forward, and exhale, left. So if you can come into the squat, stay in your forward bend. Inhale, forward. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back, bend. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back, bend. Exhale, forward bend. Hey Ruben, leave my stuff alone. My cat is coming in and he is playing with my stuff. Ruby, leave it alone. Come over here. Yes, come do yoga. Forward bend. Inhale. Reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Hands touch. Nice back bend. And exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch. Lean back. Exhale, forward bend. Fold, let the head hang, wiggle the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. So torso is about parallel to the floor. Nice deep inhale, exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Yes, deepest breath in, right Ruby? Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands behind the legs and come a little closer to the legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend. And exhale into mountain pose. And take a breath. Feel your feet, soften your knees. And let's wiggle, roll the shoulders a little bit and the neck. The head feels really good. So the rubbing of the scalp released a lot of tension. The face got released. So my head feels really good. Now let's get a little bit more into the neck and shoulders. And I hope you feel the way too. Yes, and come back to stillness, come back to mountain pose. And you step to the top of the mat and into the mountain pose. Inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch, go into your back bend. Exhale, hands slide down in front of the torso, drop the head, roll forward and down. Inhale, you lunge the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back, plank. You can modify and bring your knees down if you need to, or you stay in the full plank. Inhale, reach the heels if you're up here. Exhale, we float to the floor. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Arms close to the body, shoulders away from the ears. So that might mean you have to come down a little further to the floor to hold the pose and keep the shoulders away from the ears. So over time, with practice, we get stronger and then we can push higher, keeping the shoulders away. So you don't want to squeeze into the neck like this. If this is happening to you, you should roll down a little bit more till you can hold the pose without tension, creating tension in the neck. Inhale. Exhale, let's curl the toes, send the hips back and up and into down dog. Adjust your feet, take a deep breath. Nice deep breath. Soften the knees, press the hands forward and away. Again, the head is hanging, wiggle it a little bit. Yes, deep breath. Inhale, we lunge the right foot forward or walk. Take your time, bring the right foot on the inside of your right hand. Fingertips in the front and toe tips line up in one line. Left heel is reaching back. You can bring the knee down if you need to modify. Inhale and exhale, step forward and into the forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up, hands touch, back bend. Exhale, mountain pose. And take a breath. My cat is dangerous. I have to take the stuff away that he can't do. Inhale, out and up, hands touch, back bend. Exhale, slide the hands down in front of the torso, drop the head, roll the spine down. Inhale, lunge the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back, plank or modify. Inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Find your place, check your arms, your shoulders. Exhale, curl the toes and come up into down dog. Adjust your feet and take a breath. Yes, deepening the breath, expanding the rib cage, the chest, the lungs, the heart. Inhale, right leg out and up, point and stretch. Exhale, knee to forehead, forehead to knee. Inhale out and up. Exhale, right knee towards the left elbow or in that direction. Inhale out and up. Exhale on the outside of the right elbow. Inhale out and up. Nice long stretch on the right, point the toes, softness on the left knee. Exhale, lunge forward or walk next to the right hand. And we lower the left knee down. Flatten the back foot out. Inhale, bring the right knee towards the top of the mat. And we feel that nice stretch on the left side of the body, especially the hip. And then exhale, walk the hands back. Lengthen that right leg. Round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, come forward. Bring the knee all the way to the top. Not all the way, but reach it forward. And exhale, walk back. Ruby wants to do yoga. Don't bite me. Inhale, come forward. Stretching the left side, especially the hip, the lower back. And exhale, walk back. Inhale, come forward in neutral this time. Exhale, curl the back toes, step into plank. Inhale, reach the heels, engage the body or modify. And exhale, come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, arms close to the body, shoulders down. Exhale, we curl the toes, come back to down dog. Adjust the feet, take a breath. Yes. Nice deep breath, releasing tension in the neck, in the shoulders, in the spine, in the head. Next, inhale, left leg out and up, point and stretch. Exhale, knee to forehead, forehead, forehead to knee. Inhale, out and up. Feel your length. Exhale, over to the right elbow or in that direction. Inhale, out and up. Exhale on the outside of the left elbow. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, we lunge forward or walk. Maybe you need a couple of steps to come forward. Lunge. And then we bring the right knee down. And remember, you see me mirrored. That's the Facebook Live mode. So when I say right, you see me doing left. So just so you know, that's the mode of Facebook. And then inhale, we bring the left knee forward, a little bit more towards the top of the mat, feeling the stretch on the right side of the body. And then exhale, walk back. Lengthen the left leg, round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, come forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward in neutral. Exhale, step into plank. Inhale, reach the heels back, engage the muscles, or modify, bring your knees down. And then on the exhale, everybody float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, arms close to the body, shoulders down. Exhale, curl the toes and come into down dog. Adjust your feet, take a breath. Soften the knees, drop the sternum a little closer towards the floor. Yes. Inhale, right leg out and up, point and stretch. Exhale, lunge forward or walk. Place the back foot for warrior this time.
So the front heel and the back arch are in one line. If you would draw a line, back foot comes in on about 45-degree angle. And then on the inhale, we come up into warrior two, arms, but keep the legs stretched out. Right hand forward, left hand back, torso on top of the pelvis, so you don't want to lean forward or back. And you can check that. Bring the hands to the hips here, and then draw a line on each side, and you should go just straight up instead of sideways, well, this way. And the arms parallel. Adjust your feet. Maybe you need a little wider stance. If you're a tall person, you have a wider stance than a short one, or average. I'm kind of average. And so it's very, very individual how wide your step is here, how big your step is. And then bring the gaze to the right hand. Reach the arms away from the spine. Feel the opening in the upper spine from that stretch. Yes. Inhale. On the exhale, you're going to shift the right hand forward and the left hip back so the pelvis starts to tilt. And then the right hand comes down to the right leg, shin, left arm straight up, and we go into triangle. And don't go all the way, even you might go all the way usually. See if you can just find a place where you open, allow the body to open. Creating space, room for the breath. The pelvis is tilted, so we're not going forward or back, just sideways. And that gives us this really awesome stretch in the lower back, the hips, the legs, the arms, the shoulders. I love the triangle. It's one of my favorite yoga poses. Because it creates so much space in the body. Let's take one more breath here. And then inhale, let's come up. Warrior two, arms. Look to the right hand, reach the arms away from the spine. And exhale, float down. Release the shoulders, yes. And then we turn the feet to the long side of the mat, and then turn the other foot to the other short side of the mat. Bring the back foot in on an angle. Inhale, arms come up in parallel to the floor again. Adjust your stance if you need. Hip, the pelvis holds the torso. So we're not leaning forward yet or back. And then inhale, look to the left hand, reach the arms. Yes, take a breath. Inhale. Oh, Ruben, stop. Stop. And then on the exhale, reach the left hand forward and then down to the left leg. I know you want to play, but I can't play right now. And then left hand to the left leg, right arm straight up. And we go into the triangle on the other side. Look up if you can, and allow the lower back to open. Keep the pelvis staggered sideways. If you don't want to look up to the right hand, just let the head be hanging wherever it feels good.
one more nice deep breath here. Next inhale, let's come up with the arms parallel to the floor. Look to the left hand, reach the arms. Exhale, float it down. Notice how the arms start to drop and the shoulders. Very good. Let's bring the feet to the long side of the mat, so we're still in that wide angle. And let's take a deep breath here. Next inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, slide back, bend, hip bones forward. Exhale, forward bend. And so we allow the torso, the head, the neck to hang and the arms. A little softness is needed in the knees here to drop forward and down. And take a deep breath. If you need a little height in the front here, you can take your pillow, blanket, or the block. Bring the earth up a little bit towards you so you can relax your arms and shoulders and your neck. And then on the next inhale, we're gonna roll the spine up nice and slow. Pull the belly in, soften the knees, roll it up, arms come out and up, hands touch, lean back. Exhale, this time right hand comes in between the feet, onto the fingertips, your blanket, your block. Left arm out and up, wide angle forward twist. Look up if you can, hip bones come, the pelvis is forward. So there's a tendency to go to the left here with the entire body. See if you can keep the hips forward, which what I mean is the two hip bones in the front stay parallel to the long side of the mat as good as you can. And that gives us this nice twist in the spine. Next inhale, soften the knees, arms come out and up, hands touch, back bend, hip bones forward, yes. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up, fingertips, block, pillow maybe. So we basically turn the lower part of the body forward and the upper body goes back with that upper body movement. Little softness in the knees so you're not locking the pose. Next inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch, back bend, hip bones forward. Exhale, right hand down. You might want to go a little deeper to the palm if it feels good, but you can stay where you are, of course. And look up if you can. Keep the hip bones forward. Keep the lower part of the body turning forward and the upper part of the body is turning back. And that gives us the twist in the lower back especially. Next inhale, arms come out and up. Soften your knees as you come up. Hands touch, lean back. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Maybe to the palm. Or you can stay where you are and twisting to the other side. One more breath here. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend. And exhale into mountain pose, or arms come down, I should say. And take a deep breath. Very good.
Let's turn the right foot, in my case, to the top of the mat, wherever your top of the mat is, and we're gonna step forward to the top of the mat and into the mountain pose. And feel the length of your body, your legs, your posture, your spine, the depth of your breath, the solidness of your feet in the mat. Nice posture, strong foundation. Next inhale, arms come out, thumbs up. Hands touch, lean back, nice back bend by now. Exhale, we slide the hands down in front of the torso, drop the head and roll the spine down. Hands touch. Inhale, step or jump into plank. Sorry, Ruby, you got scared from my jump. Reach the heels or modify, and then exhale, come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Arms close to the body, shoulders down. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, forward, and exhale, left. Inhale, forward, and exhale, we send the hips back and into the child's pose. You can open the knees here to the edge of the mat. Bring the arms down, your forehead touches the mat. If you can't come down all the way, you can make fists of your hands like this. And rest your head or a pillow with your hands. Or you can use your block, pillow. It is important to rest the head somewhere. Yes, and then allow yourself to breathe and rest. The contact with the head to the floor or pillow or whatever you're using is very important to relax the mind, because we touch the earth, and if the earth is grounding, it takes the tension away from the nervousness from the head. Let's take one more nice deep breath here. Next inhale, we're going to come onto the hands and knees. Exhale, adjust. And then we're going to bring the top of the head down to the floor, in between the hands about. You want to feel the top of the head, so you don't want to be on the forehead or in the back of the head. We start right in the top of the head. The hands alongside the head. If it's a little hard, you can curl up your mat, for example, like so, and make it a little softer. That helps. Or a blanket would be good. Pillow might be a little bit too high. Let's try the blanket. Blanket would be good. It's soft, but we still have flatness. So if you want to use your blanket, it's good. Or if you're okay with the mat, then you can do that too. So from the middle of the top of the head, we're going to roll forward and back. So we're going to roll to the hairline in the front, and then towards the back as far as you can comfortably. And just roll and massage the scalp on top of the head. Yes, already I have a big relaxing breath, it already starts to release the tension out of the scalp. And the skull, the bone, there is tension held in the bony part of the head. And just roll forward and back. And feel the release. And you can roll all the way into the forehead area if it feels good. All the way back. Just feel it out. So this is a great way to release headaches and tension in the head. And a lot of times that tension is coming from the neck, the shoulders, and you might even feel that movement affecting your neck and your shoulders. And then we're gonna come to the forehead and we're gonna send the hips back and we come onto the forehead with the forehead to the floor and back to the child's pose. And relax. Relax your shoulders a little bit more. Maybe you want to bring the arms a little bit more forward. Maybe back and along side. Feel it out. Where do you get the most release in the shoulders right now? And allow the earth to take the tension out of the forehead. Yes, nice release. And let's take one more nice deep breath here. Yes, very nice breath. And then slowly roll to the back of your heels. On the inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch above. And exhale, slide the hands in front of the torso and into the prayer position. And let's take a moment here. Rest in the heart space. Our shoulders relaxed, shoulders dropping. You can gaze to your fingertips or close your eyes and just take a couple of moments here. Releasing tension from the head, and we sink more into the heart space. And let's take one more nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let's drop the head forward, release the hands down, chin to the chest. And we're gonna roll over to the right side, right ear, right shoulder, roll back if you can, over to the left. So either roll to the left or drop the head to the left if you don't wanna go back with the head. And then forward and again over to the right. Maybe back and left and forward. Pause and take a breath. Let's go the other way. Left your left shoulder, maybe back, over to the right and forward, and one more time, left and back and right and forward. Pause, take a breath. And let's just roll forward and down. We're gonna go back into the child's pose. This time we're gonna bring the hands on top of each other, right underneath the forehead. And then place the forehead, my hair, forehead on the staggered hands. So it looks like this. Elbows out, and then we're gonna roll the forehead from side to side. And it's about, again, at the hairline area. But you can move a little bit into the forehead, towards the temples, and then back to the hairline. So just find those little spots that are hurting maybe or tense, and just roll out the forehead. And release the forehead, the eye area now. This is very connected to the eyes. So this is helping the eyes. Yes, deep breath, releasing breath. Just feel it out where you have tension the most, and you can stay there for a little while and roll in that area for a little while. Yes. I have one spot on the left side of my hairline, and that's where I want to hang out a little bit more. Roll a little bit more in that area. And then slowly we let the movement reside and just come to stillness. You can bring the head all the way down if you like, or just stay where you are. And let's take 2 breaths here. Sink into the floor, into the earth. Feels like we're hugging the earth now, very close to the earth, because we released so much tension from the head, which actually keeps us away from the earth. And let's take one more nice deep breath here. Next inhale, let's sit back to the heels, roll the spine up. Arms come out and up, hands touch above. And exhale, we slide the hands to one or the other side, swing your legs around. And we come into the seated position, into the staff position. And take a moment here, take a breath. Yes, feel the release in your head, in your forehead, around your eyes, the scalp, the neck. Inhale. Exhale, drop the head forward into the chest. And then let's roll to the floor. Arms can come forward as a counterweight. Or maybe you need the hands on the mat to come down safely. And we are still toning the body here all the way down. And take a nice deep breath. next inhale, let's bring the knees up into the chest. Exhale, we wrap the arms around the shins or behind your thighs, whatever works better. And then let's roll out the neck, the spine, the back, the kidneys, roll from side to side. And let the head roll with the body. So the entire body is rolling. Yes. And let's come back to center. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let's drop the knees to the left. Left hand helps them down, right arm to the right. Shoulder level, we come into the final spinal twist. If your knees are awkwardly hanging up in the air halfway, take your pillow or blanket and support your knees so you can relax here. You want to let go and relax, yes. And next inhale, let's come up to center. Exhale, drop the legs, the knees to the right. Right hand helps them down. Take your pillow with you if you need it. So it makes everything a lot easier if you need to. And then we look to the left. And relax. And let's take one more breath here. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, we're gonna bring the arms down to the sides. Or you can bring the hands under your buttocks, helping, supporting the lower back. And then inhale, stretch the legs up, point the toes. Exhale, we float the legs towards the floor, using arms and hands as leverage. Keep your chin tucked forward, keep your neck long. And if you need to take the pressure off here once in a while, bend the knees, bring the feet in, and then stretch it back out and keep on floating. And just, modify if you need to. And if you want to have a little bit more challenge, you can actually hover the legs over the mat for a moment for an extra breath or two. So there's always a way to make it a little bit easier and a way to make it a little bit more challenging. Or you just float it down. And then eventually we're going to touch the floor. Release your hands and arms and come into the corpse pose. Adjust your head, maybe you have to roll it out again, come back to center. Close your eyes if you like, and we go into the relaxation phase. And feel your body resting on the floor, feel your head resting the back of the head. Feel the head sinking into the earth
stresses, almost like feel the drainage out of the head, all the thoughts and worries and confusions that are actually draining out into the earth. The earth is happy to take our worries and just feel more grounded and released in the head, in the mind, in the brain. Feel your neck, your shoulders, the shoulder blades, the back of the arms and hands. Feel that very closeness to the ground, draining tension into the earth. The spine, the pelvis, the glutes, the thighs, the knees, the calves and the heels. Close to the mat, close to the ground. Draining tension, pain into the earth. Just like water seeping into the earth, our tensions can seep into the earth. Yes, and with this release, there's a nice deep breath. Release and opening breath. Maybe put a little smile on your face, relax your face. The face, I hope, feels really nice and released. I feel that way in my head. So I hope you have that experience. Let me know if you feel that way in the comments. And just enjoy the relaxation, enjoy the silence, the peace, the stillness inside of you. Not so much noise going on right now in the head and in the body. Enjoy your breath, enjoy your body, enjoy your empty mind. And let's take a little bit of deeper breath now. And slowly roll to the right side. Rest your head in your upper arm for a moment. And then slowly, whenever you are ready, you can come back into the seated position. eyes to slowly open. And this was our yoga for today. Thank you all for chiming in. I hope you had a good experience. Let me know. Thank you. Have a great day. Namaste. Okay, hi Jillian. I'm glad you made it.